Sagittarius, a very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. This is your February 1st to the 15th tarot reading, guys. So what's around you, what's coming up, what to avoid, some advice along the way from the cards, and some positive messages to send you on your way throughout the first 2 weeks of Feb. For those of you new here to Modern Tarot, welcome. And for those of you that have subscribed or returning, welcome back. And to all my personal clients, I know you watch these videos, so welcome. Right, let's get straight into this. Sagittarius, what's going to be happening around you and for you first 2 weeks of Feb? All right, some of you, money might be looking good for you. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here, or an earth sign. This is predominantly Capricorn. All right, could be a mother. Might be quite significant throughout February. All right, so Sagittarius, let's have a look. Okay, some of you might be dealing with a Leo, just saying. But you know what? This is one of patience, Sagittarius, and one of strength. Looking good. The challenge. All right, some of you might be having patience with your mental state, some anxieties about something. I'm going to go deeper with this reading, guys, and find out what this is all about. All right, reason why it's all happening. Some of you, the Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take, fairness, just behavior. Some of you might be having patience around fair treatment. All right. In the recent past, Knight of Wands. All right. This came out in one of your other readings, guys. Then this could be a person that's come into your life. The Knight of Wands. He has a bad rap in tarot, but this is someone out for a good time. It's passionate. It doesn't think about consequences. It can be a bit of an opportunist, but this might be you taking action in the recent past. So we're going to find out. All right. Your focus is transformation, maybe an ending. Maybe some of you are holding back from something that you found that wasn't particularly reciprocal. Somebody might have been a little bit of a player in and out, Sagittarius, and you just thought, you know what, I'm holding back from this. It just causes me anxiety. And you might be focused on, just letting it slide and transforming, with the Death card there. Yeah, what you don't see coming towards you, okay? You might surprise yourself holding back. Or holding on to what's yours, Sagittarius. Interesting reading. Your energy, it's one of, cutting out any bullshit. It's like, this is what I want, and it's tell it like it is, all right? So the Queen of Swords is your energy. So you'll be very logical, and it will be words, not actions, all right? When we got the Queen of Swords here, who's a queen, and then we got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. So you'll have no time for opportunists or anyone. This could be in work, love, and life, guys. Anyone that's kind of like here to they could be a little bit immature. All right, you're exercising the Queen of Swords energy. This is your energetic field throughout the first 2 weeks of Feb. So no time for bullshit. You're happy to let things end, and you'll just hold back from anything that's non-reciprocal, which is great. And then this could be in work, all right? Not taking that contract because you're not getting paid enough, and you feel that your work is great. You're just going to hold back, even though it causes you a little bit of anxiety to do so. All right, outside influences. Guys, there might be someone there, all right, that can't really move on. All right, this is the Six of Wands in reverse here. So some of you guys... you might be a little bit anxious about holding back. You don't really want to move on, but you find that, things, whatever it might be, guys, is non-reciprocal, but you find it hard to move away from it. All right, you're fearing that, the Ace of Wands in reverse. Some of you might be fearing ending something. You kind of enjoyed the passionate side of it. And, the Knight of Wands, he's here for a season, not a reason, okay? So some of you might have enjoyed the passion and you're kind of like worried because, that's going to end, just for some of you. And the outcome is justice in reverse. So this is like justice in the upright. It's about fairness. It's about balance. And it's like unfair treatment, okay? So just watch out for that. But I'm going to clarify and find out a little bit deeper what this is all about, Sagittarius. Why is strength here as the center of your reading throughout the first 2 weeks of Feb, the 1st to the 15th? Why is strength here? As I say, the signs I can see here, you've got maybe a bit of Scorpio, we've got Leo, we've got someone with air, water, and fire in their chart. Libra. Let's have a look. Why is strength here? Yeah, some of you are holding back, okay? And we've got the Five of Pentacles. Some of you might be, holding back, but you're feeling left out in the cold by doing so. And it's bringing you anxiety to hold back. Maybe someone was, a little bit of a player and you had to set a boundary because it seemed unfair. You might have been giving too much to it. Yeah, some of you are a bit anxious. You might be tempted to come out of the cold and come out of no contact with people, Sagittarius. But it's happening because of the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it was something to do with fairness and reciprocity, and it made you unhappy. So you've kind of held back, but you're feeling left out in the cold. So, yeah, in the recent past, Knight of Wands, somebody might have been a little bit immature, a little bit player-like. It's not like the Knight of Wands in reverse, but somebody might have been a little bit immature and a little bit impulsive, and it caused an ending. Right, death has come out twice in this reading, guys. All right, but you're going to get victory. So your focus is an ending, but you're going to get victorious. You're going to get victory in letting this slide. All right, because what you don't see coming towards you is you're holding back from any drama. All right. Your energetic field is you might cut something out because it's not moving forward in the way you wanted. Some of you guys might be giving up on the idea of traveling. All right, just for some of you, it's not a personal reading, guys. I'm reading for many of you, but some of you might be, cutting things out that don't move forward. Okay, or something that might be a little bit kind of like immature and you can't build with it. You might just cut it out, guys. All right, and some of you find it hard to move away because you didn't really get closure with, the Six of Swords here, which is talking about moving into calmer waters. And then the Moon, it's about secrets, illusions, and confusion. So some of you find it hard to move on without closure. And you know what? Your energetic field is you're kind of like a little bit anxious. You want to kind of come out of the cold or come out of no contact, Sagittarius. You're fearing that some of you might be missing, as I say, the physical side of things, all right, with the Knight of Wands and all this kind of stuff here. You might be missing that, and you might think it's going to be kind of like slow to get something going again with somebody new, or, some of you are fearing to start again, just for some of you. Okay, look, we've got the outcome is Justice in reverse and the Eight of Wands. Okay, just for some of you, you might get some communication and somebody might apologize about unfair treatment, just for some of you. Some of you might just think it's unfair and decide to move on. Some of you might open up communication with somebody else online. Just saying, it's not a personal reading, guys. I'm reading for many of you. Tell me more. I want to know what happened in the recent past, this Knight of Wands and death, okay? This could be somebody with Scorpio and fire in their chart, just for some of you. Death has come out twice. So somebody might have heavy Scorpio in their chart. We've got air. Let's have a look. Why is the Knight of Wands here and death? Okay, Sagittarius. Now, you can flip the script on this. It doesn't have to be the other person. It could be you, Sagittarius, all right? We're all accountable in these readings. I had an ulterior motive and a hidden agenda. So was somebody a bit of a player and they were an opportunist and it caused an ending? Maybe you started to hold back because you found it not non-reciprocal. Why is that here? Let's have a look. I place value on money and status rather than connections. Interesting. And your focus is death and the Six of Wands. Sometimes I just need to be alone with my thoughts. Don't take it personally. So you might get victory in, letting it slide, letting it end, whatever this might have been. I mean, it could be a job, guys, but you'll get victory in that situation. So the outcome, tell me about the outcome. Justice in reverse with the Eight of Wands. The outcome for the first 2 weeks of Feb, guys. Something didn't want to come together there, whatever that might be. Why is that there? I pretend I don't care, it keeps me safe. Is this speaking to you, Sagittarius? Is this you or is this somebody else? Maybe somebody was playing with your emotions here, pretended they didn't care, and then suddenly they'll open up communication, and it's a little bit in and out behavior with the Knight of Wands here, and you're kind of like, I can't build with that. I'm happy to let it end. I can't see anything really moving forward. I'm just going to cut it out, just for some of you guys. If it is about love, this reading, right, for the first 2 weeks of Feb, let's have a message for you, Sagittarius, about this. A message for Sagittarius. But yeah, it looks like you might have a bit of a conflict about coming out of no contact, because some of you are missing the passion. But remember, guys, Knight of Wands, they're not here for a long time. They're here for a good time, all right? So yeah, it might be passionate and fun, but is it something you can build with? Follow your morals and values, all right? It's safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It came out in reverse. Maybe it's not safe for you to love a player, Sagittarius. Or maybe it's not someone to be safe to, open up to love with you, As I say, the script can be flipped, right? So let's have a look. Some advice throughout this situation in the first 2 weeks of Feb, guys. Some advice for Sagittarius. Let's have a look. Sagittarius. Believe in yourself. You have the power to succeed just like everybody else does. So, it might be a couple of weeks of you really believing in yourself here, letting things end. Don't doubt yourself, okay? If something's non-reciprocal, why would you do that to yourself? I want to look at the Knight of Wands and Death, right? And it was, I had an ulterior motive and a hidden agenda, all right? And were they just out for a good time and not a long time? And maybe you thought it was something else, Sagittarius. Let's have a look. Tell me more about that. All right, might have been someone older than you, or you might have been the mature person, or this could be speaking about somebody was acting immature and you were a bit more mature. Like I said, you might have been the queen and they might have been a knight. Does that make sense? So there could have been an age difference just for some of you. Some advice in this situation for the first 2 weeks of February for Sagittarius. Some advice. Let's have a look. But it looks like, you're holding back. Even though you might feel left out in the cold, you might miss this person, but, maybe your logic, kind of kicked in and went, you know what, this isn't great. Empathy. So I am open to seeing both sides of the situation, and it's in reverse. So maybe you don't empathize and maybe you just find it a little bit immature, Sagittarius. I had an ulterior motive and a hidden agenda. So you don't really have any empathy, even if this person wants to come back, and open up communication again, I pretend I don't care. It keeps me safe, it's someone that needs to grow, right? If they're playing those kind of games. Some more advice for you guys throughout the first 2 weeks. Apply this to any situation you want. It seems to be something to do with relationship, but it could be love, presence, awareness, attention, reality, connection. And you know what? The Queen of Swords, she's very present. She deals with her logic and she doesn't get carried away with, passion. She doesn't get carried away with the Knight of Wands. She sees very clearly what it's all about. All right. So, use your logic and be very aware that maybe somebody had an ulterior motive and doesn't sit in line with what you want. And you didn't see it moving forward, Sagittarius, It could be a job offer, right? But a song, Sagittarius. If you were a song throughout the first 2 weeks of February 2025, if you're a song, the lyrics might mean something to you, the band might mean something to you, the melody might evoke certain kind of feelings within you. Let's have a look. That one. Freebird, Lynyrd Skynyrd. All right, maybe this person was a Freebird, check out the lyrics to that song. It's an amazing song, some great guitar work in that track. But it's all about, a guy just wants to be free, easy breezy. And if he was to stay, things just wouldn't be the same. I think that's one of the lines. I'm as free as a bird now, and a bird you cannot chain or change. So, maybe someone had ulterior motives. You thought maybe it was a little bit more serious than it was. You're happy to let it end, even though you're out in the cold and you missed like the passionate side of things. You realize that, it was unjust and you kind of like might want to move on. You know, the Eight of Wands can be a card of moving on, and certainly a card of travel. You've got two cards of travel here. All right. So, you know, you might even communicate, you know, that it was unfair. But, you know, believe in yourself, Sagittarius. Throughout the first 2 weeks, you know, you have the power to succeed just like everybody else does. You know, if you've been dealing with a player or somebody that's in and out and you wanted more, you know, just believe in yourself that you can find that and build with somebody maybe, you know, a bit more in line with the direction that you want to go in life, if that makes sense. If it's about love, this reading, guys. That's about it, really. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out at moderntarot.net or visit the YouTube Modern Tarot store. I'll do my best to help you and get some clarity on whatever situation you got going down. If you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. It means I can continue to do this for free for you. In the meantime, Sagittarius, good luck with that. You know, keep it moving. Use the Queen of Swords to cut out any bullshit and believe in yourself. That's the message for the first 2 weeks of Feb. Take care, Sagittarius. Bye now.